Well, greetings everybody. My name is Gary Regier and I want to welcome you to this TPS presentation, which stands for the perfect solution. Now, understand that over the course of the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to be going through some very, very powerful information. So I'm going to encourage you to eliminate all distractions. Anything that's not related to this particular opportunity, go ahead and close down those browsers, close down your cell phone, just eliminate all distractions, because what I'm about to show you is absolutely changing people's lives and finances around the world, where we are the first and only true e-commerce website that incentivizes the shopping process, where we pay you to shop, we pay you to refer other people to shop, and with just a couple of referral customers on a monthly basis, we share a large percentage of our total net revenue back with our field, with our members just like you and me, for helping to grow this incredible TPS opportunity. And we found a way to serve the many, because we know service to many leads to greatness. So let's jump right in here. We start with leadership, because in business and in life, everything rises and falls on leadership. These are just a few of our core principles and what we stand for with our leadership here at TPS. Integrity is at the top of the list, because we know integrity is more than just doing what you say you're going to do. It's doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. And that is at the top of the list, because that is our true belief and spirit here with TPS. Now, are we going to have challenges? You better believe it, but we're going to beat it. And get through these challenges with teamwork, creativity, and the right motivation, proper ethics, vision, and we got a strategy and great communication with our field, and a huge, huge responsibility, not just to you, but ourselves, our members, and our customers as well. So just a quick snapshot of a few of our corporate team here, Mark Lee and Jerry Liu. Understand that there are actually two separate entities that we are building here with TPS. One is our shopping website, which is a standalone product, a standalone company. And then TPS, which is our membership side of things, our network marketing company, if you will. And together they work hand in hand. So one feeds the other as we build both. So between Mark Lee and Jerry Liu, they're running our e-commerce business from the operations side of things. And understand that, you know, as much stuff is written underneath them, I'm not going to get into all these bullet points here because we're limited on time. But all of these accolades are on our website. So I'm just going to tell you that these two gentlemen have already had a hand in building a multi-billion-dollar, multi-hundred-billion-dollar website out of the Asian marketplace. Okay, both of these gentlemen have sat on the board for some of the top e-commerce sites in the world. So they're not inventing the wheel here. They're just doing what they've already done and have experience in doing. And we're just doing it here in a bigger, better, more powerful way with TPS and our shopping site. Now, Mr. Daniel Young, he's heading up our operations for our membership side of things, TPS, if you will. He's got a background in direct sales, network marketing, and traditional business. There's my name there, Gary Regier. I'm general management for business development here in North America, and I've got over a decade experience in internet marketing, direct sales, and network marketing as well. Mr. Richard Ramos, he's our VP of Sales and Marketing. He's really the one responsible for giving us this professional look and feel with all the marketing systems, videos, tools, trainings, tips, all the things that this gentleman brings to the table. He brings a lot of intangibles, things that we can't quite put our finger on, but giving us that professional billion-dollar look and feel from day one. Let's talk about social media. This has absolutely changed our lives. This has changed the way we live, changed the way we communicate, and for many people, changed the way that we do business. So if Facebook were a country with 1.3 billion Facebook accounts, it would be the third largest country in the world. And there's about 900 million daily active users on Facebook. Now let's talk about the Chinese version of Facebook, if you will. A little company called WeChat. Now this is a little bit younger of a company. It's only about 4 years old, and already 800 million accounts and 700 million daily active users. Now, because of the way that our platform is designed, we utilize and teach strategies on how to use these social media outlets to help you build your business and generate sales from your website. Sooner or later, everyone's going to be shopping online if they aren't already, and people are already spending billions of dollars every single week for quality global brands, and they're looking for that factory direct type model, which is exactly what TPS and our shopping site is all about. Now, we're only 1 or 2 instances removed from the manufacturers or the vendors themselves, which means that we compete at a very, very competitive price rate with our products. Now, they're high quality products. We definitely have the online savings factor, but the number one reason most people shop online is convenience, right? It's easier, right? I'd rather, for me, this business is perfect because I hate shopping, right? But I do know that people have to do it anyways, and I don't have to teach people how to shop. If I can just get them to shift their shopping habits from where they're already spending their money, save some money with us, and get a little bit of a profit for doing so, that is absolutely the business that we're in here. So we introduced this concept, very powerful concept called getting paid to shop. You can shop, save, and learn how to get paid here with this opportunity. Quick history on the e-commerce and how big and powerful it is. Amazon.com launched in roughly 1995. They started selling used books. Now they sell anything and everything under the sun. Last year they did $88 billion in revenue. eBay was not far behind it. They did $17.94 billion last year. Then a little company out of China called Alibaba.com launched in 1999 and last year did $296 billion in revenue. Now, a little company, less than 16 years old. Let me put things into perspective here for you. Less than 16 years old, $296 billion last year. That's bigger than the entire industry of network marketing and direct sales combined globally, beating out companies like Avon, Amway, Mary Kay, Herbalife. Publicly traded and household name type companies, this little company called Alibaba beat out. Now, this is why we're so excited about the TPS opportunity, because we're not building just another network marketing company here. And I don't mean any disrespect to any of these companies. I love Avon. I love Amway. I love network marketing. I just feel that the industry hasn't evolved much in the last 40, 50, or 60 years. And because of the limited nature of network marketing, and again, no disrespect to any company, leader, owner, or product line, but in general, network marketing is very limited by the niche that they are in. So if I'm in a skincare type network marketing company, I can never really do much more than skincare. You see, e-commerce by design and definition is unlimited. So if we want to do skincare, which we are, we can do skincare. If we want to do nutritionals, which we are, we can do nutritionals. If we want to do apparel, which we are, we can do apparel. If we want to do electronics, anything and everything under the sun we can offer, but again, they're name brand products that I don't have to convince people, educate people, or train people how to sell, because people are going to buy them every single day, whether they buy them from us or not. So let's talk about speed to market and how big of an, just the world we live in is today. And it's almost like in business, things are happening almost right now at the speed of thought. Almost as quick as somebody can think it, it becomes a reality and people are making money on it. So let's talk about the average time that it takes to reach a target market of 50 million people. So radio took about 38 years. Then television about 13 years. Internet 4 years. iPod 3 years. Facebook 2 years. And these are all great. It's growing exponentially. But this was amazing until this year, February, Chinese New Year this year. This little company, social media application, become one of the most powerful transaction or processing type companies in the world because of Chinese New Year. They like giving out these little red envelopes that have money in them. Okay, it's a sign in the Chinese culture of good faith, prosperity, and good fortune. Okay, so WeChat introduced this digital version of these little red cards that you can click on, and there's money inside of it. So people were sending these little digital versions of these red cards back and forth, and they did over 1 billion transactions in its first hour. Imagine that. 1 billion transactions in an hour. Almost in 1 hour, WeChat became a dominant force in the processing world online. Incredible. So speed of thought, things are happening now faster than ever. We're certainly living in exponential times. Think about this. Today, the number of text messages sent and received every single day exceeds the total population of the planet. See, we all have these little digital devices called cellular phones. Most of them have data signals on them, internet, that you can take with you everywhere. And there's now more people that have these devices than even have bank accounts in the world. And the great thing about this business is anywhere where you've got a signal, data connection, and a smartphone, you can run this business. So it's easy to see. E-commerce is not a fad. It's not going anywhere. It's changed the world we live in, and it's changed people's buying habits forever. It's easier, it's faster, and it's much, much cheaper. And it's caused a retail revolution around the world. So first was Amazon, then eBay, Alibaba, and Overstock.com. Now, the major problem that these companies face moving forward, we've actually solved from day one, which is customer loyalty. Because I know that if I'm about to buy a pair of headphones on Alibaba.com and I shoot over to Amazon.com and I see the same headphones for less money, where am I going to buy them? I'm certainly not going to pay more. I'm going to want to pay less because there's nothing linking me. There's no loyalty between me and Alibaba as much as I love Alibaba, right? I want to save money. But because of our incentivized shopping platform where you get paid to refer people to shop, you get paid to shop from your own website, and we share a very, very healthy percentage back with you just for doing a few of the right activities every month, we found also with the pride of ownership, because we give you your own e-commerce website, people would rather buy from themselves than somebody else, that we've solved this major, major problem of customer loyalty. And understand that USA and China currently lead the world in retail sales, where over $10 trillion are being spent every single year globally. And between the USA and China, makes up about 82% of the total sales online. So just from a business standpoint, where do you want to do business? Where there's business to be done, or where there is no business in existence, right? So that's why we're launching with heavy, heavy emphasis in the USA and Asian marketplaces. And we'll get to the rest of the world, but we're one of the first to capitalize on this new emerging megatrend called cross-border e-commerce, where USA and Asia, again, are leading the race, and we're literally building a bridge between the USA and Asia. A large part of our business is taking American-made goods into China, and then also taking American brands made in China to other parts of the world as well. And we're bridging the gap. The global e-commerce economy is real. It's happening right now with or without TPS, with or without you, with or without me. It's happening every single day. And did you know that China will soon become the #1 English-speaking country in the world? It's just the numbers. They have more numbers. They have a huge population. Today in China, there's a new emerging middle class. Now, if you think back 15, 20 years ago in China, you either had money or you didn't, right? Now you've got a new middle class of people. These are all people that earn, 6 figures or more. They're debt-free, and they have money to spend, and they're looking for the prestige and bragging rights of Made in America brands. Now, it's about 220 million people in this middle class in China that didn't exist just a few years ago. And by this time, 2016, it's estimated this middle class will reach 340 million people. And this just equals billions in buying power. You might be wondering, well, that's great, Gary, but how does that benefit me? We do global sales bonus pools. Remember, we share a very healthy percentage back with you for doing what you should be doing anyways, which is generating sales from your website. We have a simultaneous multi-country launch strategy: China, USA, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Korea. And the beautiful thing about this is the strongest competitive forces determine the profitability of an industry. And the way that TPS and our shopping site is set up, we're not in competition with anybody. Because of our global sales bonus pools, the better China does, the better you do. The better we do, the better someone else in the world does. Okay, we are very, very aggressive and forward-thinking in our payout strategy, which we're going to talk about here in just a minute. We have a very robust product portfolio, thousands of name brands, tens of thousands of items, anything you can think of, because we're not limited in nature. We can offer anything and everything under the sun, which we do. Everything from health and wellness, nutritional products, skincare, apparel, shoes, fragrances, jewelry, some designer brands, home, garden, electronics, and much, much more. And all this sounds